Hello, welcome everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in to another video, which is this time it's going to be Champions League match week number 4. Now let's have a quick look at how everyone did in match week number 3. I got 11 points, including one perfect score that was Juventus to beat Zenit by 1-0. So not too bad. There was a top scorer in the comments, and it was Reese Woods, and Reese Woods managed to get 15 points, so very well done to Reese Woods. Now apologies, my voice has completely vanished, so I'm going to try and get this video done as quickly as possible, and we'll see how well everyone does in match week number 4. So obviously these are the games that sort of turn back. Whoever you played in the last match week, you play in this match week. So, going to be very interesting indeed. So we have Wolfsburg against RB Salzburg. A lot has changed actually quite recently, because Wolfsburg sacked Mark van Bommel and have got a new manager in as well. They did beat Bayer Leverkusen by 2-0 the other night there as well. So that is very good. RB Salzburg going very well in the Austrian league as well. And Adeyemi is the one that seems to be getting a lot of the praise as well. So it's going to be a very interesting game. Looking at this game, I can really only see Wolfsburg winning because, you know, hostile crowd, Germany. I have a feeling that Wolfsburg will win this one, and I think they will get back on track in this group. I'm going Wolfsburg 2, RB Salzburg 0. I do think that Wolfsburg could potentially win this one. And then we have Malmo against Chelsea. Obviously Chelsea won by 4-0 the last game against Malmo, and I have to say Chelsea looked really impressive against Newcastle. No Werner, no Lukaku, no problem basically. Chelsea were very impressive, and I've been very impressed with them. Really they've been playing very good football anyway, and I have to say I am looking forward to seeing how well they do. Malmo going well in the Swedish league, but unfortunately they're just not cut out for the Champions League, unfortunately. So I'm going to go for a similar scoreline in this one. I think Chelsea will win this one pretty comfortably. I'm going to go Malmo 0, Chelsea 4. I think it could be a long afternoon for Malmo. And then we move into the 8 o'clock kickoffs, and it is Bayern Munich against Benfica. Bayern Munich winning 4-0 against Benfica in the last game as well. Look, they were very good in that game. You know, they won 5-2 against Union Berlin at the weekend as well. So you have to say that they've been very impressive. I have to say as well that Lewandowski just continues to impress, you'd have to say as well. So really impressive indeed. Benfica, I mean, I know they lost 4-0 to Bayern Munich, but you know, I don't think anyone expected them to beat Bayern Munich anyway. But I have to say that they are still in the driving seat to get that second place. It's all about whatever Barcelona do in Kiev. That is the question as well. I think Munich will be too strong. I really do. I think they'll be way too strong for Benfica. So I'm going to go for a 3-1 win to Bayern Munich. And then we have Dynamo Kiev against Barcelona. Barcelona taming their way to a 1-0 win over Kiev, which turned out to be Ronald Koeman's last game as charge of the Champions League game between those two. Look, I have to say this as a... Barcelona are not going anywhere near fast. They're not going anywhere near fast. The one thing I can say is that they have been very poor this season. They're sitting 9th in La Liga, which is not great. It's not great at all. And I have to say, looking at the way that they've been playing recently, you actually have to wonder if they're actually going to do better or probably worse off than last season. Because it's not been good. It's not been a good season at all. But they managed to get their 1-0 win against Kiev. Kiev, it'll be a hard place to go to. But I'm going to go for Barcelona to win this one, but I'm not confident. I'm not confident in Barcelona winning any game of football right now. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Barcelona. I think Barcelona will be too strong for Dynamo Kiev. Atalanta against Manchester United now. Atalanta going very well in the Italian league. Manchester United win by 3-0 against Tottenham at the weekend as well. Look, Manchester United, apart from obviously playing very well against Tottenham at the weekend, there's still question marks over Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but one of the main contenders for the Manchester United job looks like he's going to Tottenham. So that is very, very interesting to see where he's going to end up. But Manchester United were very, very good against Tottenham. Really, really impressive. 3-0 win. Ronaldo, Edison Cavani, and Marcus Rashford all on the score sheet as well. Atalanta, as I've said, are going very, very well. Bit unlucky to lose in the game against Manchester United at Old Trafford. But I look at Manchester United and Liverpool won 5-0 in Atalanta, so they'll be wanting to do something a little bit similar to that, but I don't think they're going to do that. I think it's going to be a narrow 2-1 win to Manchester United. I think Atalanta will make it very, very difficult for them, but I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Manchester United. And we have Villarreal against Young Boys. Obviously Villarreal coming away with a 4-1 victory the last time between the two sides, and you have to say that this group is kind of wide open because Manchester United are top at the moment, and then I think it's Atalanta, then Villarreal, then Young Boys. So very, very open group, this one. And what Villarreal will be hoping to capitalise on, if obviously Atalanta lose to Manchester United, they'll be hoping to capitalise against Young Boys. So it could be a very interesting 90 minutes ahead for them. I think Villarreal will be too strong. I really do. I think Villarreal will be too strong in this one. I'm going to go for Villarreal 2, Young Boys 0. Sevilla against Lille. The last game finished 0-0 between the sides. I mean, Lille are not going well in the French league. Sevilla are doing okay in the Spanish league as well. It's another tough one to call because, Lille have struggled in this group as well. Obviously, this is a group that contains, Wolfsburg, RB Salzburg, Sevilla and Lille. So, Salzburg have taken control of this group. So I'm going to go for Sevilla to win 1-0. I'm not confident. I think it'll be a very, very close game between the two. Anyway, and the final game on Tuesday is Juventus against Zenit. Juventus winning 1-0 in Zenit the last time, but unfortunately Juventus are not going well in Serie A. Another defeat at the weekend to was it Verona? Was it Verona that they lost to at the weekend? I mean, that's a terrible result for Juventus. Zenit, obviously, they're going very well in the Russian league, but at home, I would expect Juventus to come out on top in this one. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Juventus. So that takes care of Tuesday's games. I'm going to move into Wednesday's games, and this is a huge game in Liverpool's group. It is AC Milan against Porto. Obviously, Porto won by 1-0 against AC Milan. But the big news is that Kessie is back in Italy, in the Milan side as well. So that could be very, very crucial for them. It would be very, very crucial for them anyway. Porto are going very well in the Portuguese league. I can't separate these two, and I just think that these two are definitely going to finish third and fourth, unfortunately. I don't think they're good enough to overtake Liverpool, and I don't think they're good to overtake Atletico Madrid either. So I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. I don't think that result helps either team anyway. Real Madrid against Shakhtar. Look, Real Madrid 5-0 victory against Shakhtar in the last game, so they should be looking to complete the set by getting a victory here. Look, it's a very, very interesting game, this one, because you'd expect Real Madrid to win at the Bernabeu. Shakhtar, nothing to lose. They haven't really had a good Champions League this time around of it. So I'm going to go for a Real Madrid win. I'm going to go for a 3-0 win to Real Madrid. Manchester City against Club Brugge. Manchester City shocking defeats at Crystal Palace at the weekend by 2-0, but they did win 5-1 against Club Brugge. So looking at this game, I can only see a Man City win. In all honesty, I'm going to go for a 4-0 win to Manchester City. RB Leipzig against PSG. PSG winning by 3-2 the last time between these two as well. So it's going to be a really, really intriguing battle as well. Leipzig have kind of started their way through this group, and they've kind of started their way in Germany as well. So not had the best of seasons so far, have RB Leipzig, but I think with it obviously being away, I think PSG could take control of this group, and I do think they will win by 2-1. And now we have Liverpool against Atletico Madrid. Obviously, Liverpool did draw 2-2 against Brighton at the weekend. Not a good result, that one. Atletico did win 3-0 against Real Betis as well. Atletico will be wanting a revenge because obviously they did lose to Liverpool, and to be fair, Liverpool did play very well in that game. Lucky to come away with the victory, but 9 points from 9 games, 9 points from the first 3 games is very, very good. Liverpool don't really need to win this game. If the other game finishes in a draw, then you look at it, and I think Porto will be on 5. I think Milan would obviously be on 1, Liverpool would be on 10, and then Atletico Madrid would be on 7, I think, from memory. So Liverpool are 4 points ahead of Atletico. So I do think Liverpool could do it, and I'm going to say that they will go through as group winners, and they will go through this group. Liverpool 2, Atletico Madrid 1. I think Liverpool can win this game. Borussia Dortmund against Ajax. Obviously, Borussia Dortmund won at the weekend against Mainz. That was a very, very good result. And also, they need to bounce back after a 4-0 defeat to Ajax. Look, Ajax have been fantastic in this group. I think they've surprised a lot of people. Sebastian Haller has been impressive. Gravenberch as well. But one man is doing this as a great manager's job. Erik ten Hag. I think this man is a very, very good tactician, a very, very good manager as well. So I actually think that Ajax, I don't think they're going to win in Dortmund, because I think Dortmund away is a different proposition for anybody. But I do think that Ajax could go through this group, and I do think that they might win it. They might win the group, but I do think that Dortmund will be still too strong for Ajax in this one. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Borussia Dortmund. And now we have Sporting CP against Besiktas. Obviously, Sporting did win by 4-1 in the first game. Besiktas are on 0 points, so you'd have to say that I think Sporting will probably win this one. And I am going to go for a 2-0 win to Sporting. And the final game is FC Sheriff against Inter Milan. Inter Milan managed to win by 3-1 in the first game as well. It's going to be a really interesting game because Sheriff have done very, very well, you'd have to say. Hopefully the bubble is not bursting, but I think people probably expected them to probably win the... I don't think many people expected them to win their first 2 games, and they've managed to do that. It's all about now trying to get wins to get through this group. If they can do it, then absolutely fantastic, but if they don't, then it's not the end of the world, because I think they'll be in the Europa League anyway. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Inter Milan. I do think Inter Milan will be too strong for them as well. So that is it. That is my match day 4 predictions done and dusted. As I've said, leave predictions in the comment section down below. And like Reese Woods, you will get a shout out in the next video. So go for my predictions very, very quickly. So we've got Wolfsburg 2, RB Salzburg 0, Malmo 0, Chelsea 4, Bayern Munich 3, Benfica 1, Dynamo Kiev 1, Barcelona 2, Atalanta 1, Manchester United 2, Villarreal 2, Young Boys 0, Sevilla 1, Lille 0, Juventus 2, Zenit 0, AC Milan 1, Porto 1, Real Madrid 3, Shakhtar 0, Man City 4, Club Brugge 0, RB Leipzig 1, PSG 2, Liverpool 2, Atletico Madrid 1, Borussia Dortmund 2, Ajax 0, Sporting CP 2, Besiktas 0, and FC Sheriff 0, Inter Milan 2. So that is it. That is match day 4 predictions done and dusted. As I said, leave your predictions in the comment section down below, and we will see what happens in these games. Obviously, leave your predictions for these games. Games on Tuesday and games on Wednesday. We're coming down to the very, very last games as well of this group stage, and it's all about qualifying now for these teams as well to go through to the next round. But until then, it's goodbye from me. If you do like the content, please hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the video as well. And apologies, my voice will hopefully be back again the next time I do a Champions League video. And I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye bye for now. Enjoy the football. Cheers. Bye.